And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Activist and comedian Charleston White. We all love to watch him go off on social media, but tonight he may have gone too far according to critics. In a new video, they say he went on a hateful rant against rapper China Mac and the entire Asian community. Take a listen.
China Mac and these Chinese people and all the that died in the Hiroshima bomb thing, whatever it is, them people here over there, them people, all the Chinese, whatever the is raised to sell. Don't give a damn about women in the Chinese culture. They want to destroy all the women and keep all the men. Kind of people are y'all. I hate Chinese people, I swear.
Wow, sends chills down my spine. That's only part of it. Reportedly, White also suggested Chinese women should be raped by black men. An upcoming comedy show in New York City has been canceled as a result. His show in New York City. Let's get to our panelists tonight. Joining me now in studio, Eva Go, realtor Trinity Tran, entrepreneur Ryan White, and content creator Zachary Devon. And of course, we have with us Mike Trent here on The Factor Uncensored. When you hear comments like this from this guy, your thoughts on it?
I was shocked, angry, sad that someone would say those kind of things. So it just took me a while. I had to watch it a couple of times to even believe that that was airing and someone was saying those kind of things.
And Mike, recently during the pandemic, we saw many Asians around the country attacked.
That's correct.
And then to have this happen, your thoughts on this?
Listen, all in all, I really think he's saying those kind of things go viral to get more attention. Negative tension sells. That's all. I really don't think he's that stupid. He's actually, you listen to this guy, he's a little more intelligent than that. That's why people listen and tune in. But saying things like that, outlandish things like that sells. People tune in, people click in, that's how he gets money.
Is it potentially a trigger for those who are looking for something to do? Those who may not be so smart like him, and they will take action against it. We've seen that before.
Raping Chinese women, throwing babies as alligator bait. If you buy into that, I mean, there's something wrong with you already. You see what I'm saying?
You know, there are people who have something wrong with them.
Exactly, yeah. But, you know, I really think just saying those outlandish things just to go viral.
All right, honestly. Trinity, your thoughts on this?
He woke up and chose violence that morning. No, honestly, you know, when you are not familiar with such a sensitive subject, I think, you know, speaking from what he was speaking about, it was a lot of anger. And if you really go and watch the full clip, there's always, like you said, clickbaits. Even though his delivery was very poor, it still caught a lot of attention, which was the main thing of racism. It very much exists in America. So yeah, you know, his cousin was wild.
And Ryan, watching that as a black man, your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on it, honestly, I don't condone or like or receive racism from any standpoint. Me being the person that I am, and actually not just a face value type of person, I'm believing it's not what you say but how you say it. He got the attention of who he wants to get. Now you'll get down to the root of whatever it is, because before I knew who he was and his content, I thought the same way. This dude tripping. But then if you actually go and you read and listen to what it is that he's saying, the delivery is horrible. It's totally horrible. Just because we got the same last name doesn't mean we agree or anything.
That's a joke.
Oh,
man.
She gets set him up. It's cool. It's fine.
I get one in.
Yep.
And Zachary, you're on both sides. You're a black guy, you're an Asian guy.
Yeah.
And to hear that New York has already responded saying, we don't want your show here, is that a good sign? Is that a reminder that people still have their morals and they won't take it and they won't allow it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's disgusting what was said, regardless of what side I stand on, you know, and I stand on both sides because I never say I'm half, you know, Asian, I'm half black, I'm 100% of both. So I have to be able to advocate for unity. But it does bring up a lot of trauma for me too, you know, dealing with both sides not being accepted and hearing such ugly rhetoric being put out there like that. you know, I have secondhand embarrassment, you know, for him as a black man, and I'm outraged as an Asian man at the same time.
And do any of you feel outraged, like Zachary said, or embarrassed by these comments? And any of you could just hop in there.
I felt like when I first seen it, because, you know, I have like a following of like Jackfruit or Asian Never Die, and they're a really big Asian platform on social media. And, you know, firsthand was when I seen that clip, I sent it straight to him. And I was like, look what this man said. And he was like, wow, that's crazy. And then ironically, I'm here to talk about the same exact clip. And I literally had seen the whole clip. And yeah, like I said, the delivery sucks. It's going to catch the right attention. And it's going to, the main point is it brought attention to the whole racism of blacks and Asians. And it's just how he delivered it was really fun.
And do you guys think that's a real thing, legitimate thing, where there is some tension between blacks and Asians?
It's always been.
Yeah. Always been.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
I think there's always been some sort of resentment, I believe. But, you know, like I said, we all deal with different ways. I mean, I've been in the community A-Leaf out there for 20-something years, and, you know, I've get along with everybody and everybody. I've always been genuine to everybody, been kind to everybody, and I've gotten the same feedback towards me. But, yeah, I'm not going to lie, you know, it exists. You know?
And we need to have more of that conversation. Yeah. Really quick, Ryan, go ahead. Tell me your perspective. We have 30 seconds left.
My perspective on it is, again, it was discussed in the way he went about it and everything, but now the main big thing is we're talking about it now. We're talking about racism that's happening from the Asian side, the black side, the minority side. And I honestly and truly think that was the bigger point. He just went about it in the way that I would have never went about it.
All right. We want to thank you all for joining us here on The Factor. We'll be back. Stay